guys, and welcome to this one. This today we are going to be looking at palindrome. I don't even know if I still pronounce this right. Is it palindrome or palindrome? I think it's palindrome. Palindrome. So basically, it's just checking if a letter is spelled the same way backwards or the way it's spelled forwards. It is what it is. I'm going to check that out later, but we move on. Right. So, but it says this solution requires us to look at the indexing at opposite ends of the string to see if it has Starling values at those indexes. So I will just give an illustration with our this thing. Oh my gosh, I just this thing. Yep. Nope. I think that's correct. It's what I did it together. Yeah. Now that we have that stuff now. So this is what we are trying to do. So basically we have this as our index. We have this as our main value. Let me use my mouse so you kind of see what I'm saying. These are main value or the main string we are bringing in. This is the index. So in the first iteration, we are going to check for h and h, the begin and the end indexing. We see that's correct. We still carry it along. Now we indexing at 1 is e and e, and we see that's good. And then we get to the middle index, which is s, and we will skip the first illustration. But basically, we just check, oh, is this index the index of the length of this divided by 2? So 5 divided by 2 floored will give us 2. So we see that the index at that stuff tallies, right? Because index at this point would be 2, and when we divide 5 by 2 and floor it, we would get 2, and basically that's true. And basically that's how we plan to implement it. So I'm going to just go through the breaker point, and we'll see how that is formed. Now I'll step in. What's going on? Where did I start? Where did it jump to? I think I might have scattered all my breaker points, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Do I need one there? No. Yep. I need one here, I need one here, I need one here, I need one here. That's good now. So let's try that again. The yard is coming down. Down, down, down. Okay, so for the first instance, okay, I think I just skipped that, but let's go. So now we see that our index is 0 and our this thing is HSE, this thing, whatever I spelled there. But yeah, you see here, we say now we call or return true here, because if we get our index, if our index gets to this depth, that's the middle, right, floored, right, because suppose 5 is going to 2.5. Now when we floor it, we get this thing, right? In the tree, basically the tree or the array, then this is a palindrome. So basically, if we get to this point here, we always know this is a palindrome. So that's what we are trying to do with this index. So, but it's not satisfied here. Index is 0, and this is like what, 5 when we check the length. So it's going to jump over it. And now we check for the third breaker point where h and hh is going to be compared if they are equal, and they are equal. So it will allow us to go into the stuff, right, carrying index as 0 at this point, and then adding 1 to it, and then the values that we came in with, and then we go in. Now index becomes 1, and then we go through again. This situation is not satisfied. We go through again, and we still pass 1 again. Now the two of them are the same. That's E and S are the same, so we enter into it. Now we are in the second one where this second guy becomes true, because this is 2. This 5 divided by this is 2.5. You floor it, you get 2, and now you can now see that this will now go to become true, and what we will now go down. This will not be called because basically the if statement does not even okay, yeah, it will still work, it will still work, but obviously that would now, because this and this are the index of this and this are the index of this. I think I didn't even get to show us. Okay, sorry. So when this returns true, right, it pops us back into the formal array. I almost got confused for a bit there. But yeah, it pops us into the formal array where we now find our index is back at 1, and then this stuff completes. Now we pop back at index of 0, and it returns again and we pop at index of 0, and then we at print of this guy. And when we print that, we are done. So basically it returns true that yes, this is a palindrome. And that's basically it for this one. So it's a very simple one today, just showing recursion and how recursion works. I hope we've been vibing on this one. I think we just have a few more to go on recursion, and then we get back to the API problems. Muchas gracias. See you on the very next one. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss.